And we are live. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, guys. Bonjour.
My camera's off because
Bonjour,
I'm not centered. Am I centered now? Well, the camera's in front of me. I don't know if I'm centered. Anyway, how's everybody doing? We got the Daves. This Dave was supposed to be late, and he's here early.
Thanks for showing up early, David.
So, this Dave.
So it's Jeff and the Daves.
It's the. This is my brother Dave. I'm Jeff. This is my brother Dave. My other brother Dave. In chat right now, we have Seth.
Hello, Seth.
And Mr.
Hey, Seth.
Blue has also said hi a little earlier. I'm not sure if he's on, but he might be. And now Seth is saying hi to Mr. Blue because that's what we do. And Mr. Blue is saying hi to Seth, so they're both there.
Because we're Canadian and we are polite.
Sure.
We'll say that.
On camera, sure.
Amongst other things.
Amongst other things. Although, according to some people are from Quebec and they're not polite.
Well, Quebec is that one province, right? There always has to be that one kid in the class.
See, we're always the black sheep. Always.
So now everybody's saying hi to the Daves. So, anyway. So, I was gone last week, and this place got taken over, and there's a mess. You should see my table, how messy they made it.
It was a disaster.
It was a disaster.
I was looking for your Trans Yellow, Jeff.
Yes,
couldn't find it.
We're going to divide it amongst the two of us.
Okay, if you can find a color in my Lego room, then you're blind, because my Lego room is sorted enough that you can just find the Trans Yellow bins, and everything's there. You might have to look a little low for the bricks.
Yeah, but I said Dave, so you couldn't see.
I was at Dave's house last Saturday, and I didn't even get into the Lego room.
You didn't even get down to the Lego room last Saturday.
What?
Just seen my Lego room before.
Not like I haven't been in there before. Yes, and apparently Dave is coming up here in a couple of weeks to this area.
Yes, we're going there for a birthday party.
You might come and visit me.
We're going to come and visit Jeffy.
That'll be a first, because Dave has never been here in the 6 years I've been here.
Is he gonna get a tour of the Lego room?
For sure. Wow,
I would hope.
People are jumping in. I'll add them in a second. Seth likes my sort job, but he doesn't have that much space. Yes, I have space, so therefore space. So therefore,
I need more space.
Anyways, add a few more people in here. The Ricks.
Here come the Ricks.
Oh, the Ricks.
The Ricks at the same time. That's nice.
Oh, did you just get Rickrolled? I think we did.
Rickrolled.
Rickrolled.
Jeff, the Daves, and the Ricks.
That's
The
awesome.
Daves and the Ricks. And the Jeff.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello.
There is
Good
another
evening.
that could join us, because I did invite the other Jeff to our little.
Oh my gosh, we
group.
could have. Wow.
So if that happens, then we're gonna have to reorganize the thing and put the Jeffs and the Daves and the
Jeff's,
Ricks all
Dave's,
together.
Ricks. Yeah.
And Seth also says, Mr. Cowdice, that your sorting is amazing too. So my wife watched a video where you were in. I said it could be worse.
It could be worse.
Now we're using now we're being used for the see, I'm not that bad.
I'm not that bad.
I gotta say,
I'm not crazy. Look at his collection. Look at his collection. He's crazy. I'm not.
Jeff's collection's bigger than mine. Not that I think it's genetics, but
I don't know.
Just so you guys know, I show my wife all your clips and videos so that she gives me a break. So
Yeah, I don't have a wife, so
And Jeff's collection is well more organized than mine, or well sorted.
I'll definitely agree that I probably have the most organized collection.
Easily by far the
You
most
probably
organized.
have the most organized collection in the entire Eastern.
Yeah, that's Jeff.
I don't know about that. Mr. Blue is still missing his hearing aids, so I hope you found the closed caption button. It's usually kind of at the bottom of the screen. There's a little CC. So, of course,
does that work live?
I'm not sure if it does.
It does work afterwards, though.
It works
because
after.
I've seen some of our stream, and
they
had a closed captioning. So
yeah. After we are done.
And it could actually interpret what I was saying. So either I'm not too bad in English, or it's a really good algorithm.
You're
your
doing
English
well.
is fine.
Yeah, it depends on if it's live. Like Google has a pretty good live closed captioning. Like on my phone, I can turn on closed captioning on a video, and it will close caption it, like live off the phone. It will be able to translate it, which is really amazing. But you know, I don't know if they've applied that to YouTube. Oh, and Seth just tried it. It doesn't work on live streams. So
Yeah, it works afterwards.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I said. I said it might.
let
work
us
after the
finish and watch it afterwards.
stream. Yeah. So, well, he's watching pictures. He's watching us. You know, we could all sign if we knew what signing was. I might.
I could bring my
sign.
daughter on screen. She could sign for us.
I learned it in Boy Scouts, but that was 45 years ago, so I'd be a little rusty.
Just a little.
Just a little.
So, how was everybody's week? Maybe we'll start a little roundtable. Cow Dice was here first, so we're just going to shuffle over here.
Don't put me on.
And we're going to big screen them. We'll do the screen though.
See, now this is back to Jeff's show, and look how well organized it is, as opposed to last week.
Yeah, but it was a great show.
That was a fun show.
It was great. I watched it on the Friday and had some chuckles.
We didn't embarrass Jeff too much.
No, not really. Not too much.
Not
I'm
too
going to
much.
get rid of this banner above my face. So, what did you do this week, Davey?
I just been building space huts.
Yay, space!
Space. That's
Nice.
it. That's all you did this weekend.
So,
Yeah, you made a few videos.
I think it's because of last week. I don't know if it was from the last show, but I've been, as with Seth and a whole bunch of other people, I've been checking out YouTube feeds for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of classic space out there, but they usually focus on the big capital ships, the Galaxy Explorer, the Galaxy Commander, the 6895 or the 69885. Nobody talks about this little small ones. So I said, in all reality, because there's a lot of them, and I know there's one or two videos out there that show you all of them from beginning to end, from 1978 to 1999, whenever they had to give it up because of Lucas. But I decided to start out with 6801.
Yes.
Awesome.
And then so I did my first video of the 6800 series, go 681 through 6809.
I hate that one, but
I like this one. So, and then and I like this one. I always like this cute little set. And so I'm going.
it's like 6 pieces put together.
Like the maximum was like 34, so it's like they're all tiny.
The last one, that guy was definitely compensating for something, though. I just
and the surface hopper, which I never built before because I thought, man,
I don't have that one. It's because of the holes.
You probably have all the pieces, though.
Jeff
don't.
Jeff brought this to one of our shows years ago. I think it's before.
Wait,
this one.
Is that one I actually built?
Yeah, well, no, this is a set, but you brought them. Okay. You brought them to one of our pre-towers, like one of our ad hoc displays. You bought 3 of them, and they were cute. And I never had one before. Okay. The other thing I realized, because if you go with the robots, you think the robots didn't come out till later, but in the 6800 through 6809, 2 sets came with exactly the same robot. And I didn't even realize that. So you got these 2 robots, and they're identical.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they made the black robot and the blue robot with the same pieces, but one was black and one was blue. Yeah. But these were identical, and they came in these little small sets. And so I talked about my likes and dislikes in the 6800 to 6809, and I said 6810 to 6819 yesterday. And so now I'm building 6820 through 6829. Nice. And I've never built this one before until just right now. And I would say it's almost pre-Futuron because it's a white and black ship, but it has a regular space guy on it. But I also realized when I was building the set that I actually don't have all the classic space pieces. I do not own every single classic space piece ever made because I had to substitute this with the classic space logo on it because it's supposed to have that stupid little
the
LED on it. Yeah, that one that I have in blue, like a million pieces in blue because it came in the other ones, but I don't have it in white, which is shocking to me.
Have you added your list?
No, I just gonna leave it like this.
I have something that Dave doesn't have.
That's right.
You know what's gonna happen though? The next time Dave walks into Valley Village, it's gonna be a bag full of them.
Or for like $4.
Yeah.
And then the 6820 says one of my favorite sets ever. This guy. I remember buying this off the shelf back in the day. As if my first blue minifig came in this set. And I thought this was, for a small set, one of the coolest sets they've ever built or designed. It looks like a space set. It looks like it's just going to zip around. And so this is a 6820. Definitely a huge swooshability. And you just hold in the front, you spin the back. Woohoo! So anyway, I'm happy about that. I'm building my 6820s now. And then I'll do a video on it. And then I might go over to 6830s. But I'm probably going to give up somewhere through there because like, trying to get the 6991, that's a lot of work. So, I don't have the space for it. So it's we'll see how far I get. And we got the really, really lame sets in the 6810s. Like this Hovertron, it was just one of the lamest sets they ever put out. It's a good parts pack, but the guy doesn't even have a seat. He has to stand to fly this thing. So who does that?
Yeah, but you stand on a jet ski.
Yeah, but this is
It's a space jet ski, Dave.
Yeah.
Space ski.
Come on, Dave.
Yeah, but he's standing in space and no gravity or something.
And then I didn't realize because I won't say complete, but I had a lot of the classic space and I had a little bit of Futron, but I had every Blacktron 1, every Space Police 1, almost every Blacktron 2. And I kind of gave up on Space Police 2. I got like 2 or 3 of the sets, but I didn't get this one. And I'm glad I didn't get this one because I would have been miffed if I got this one. And I'm building them, and there's absolutely no control panel. Like what was it?
Turns the knobs, Dave.
Yeah,
the studs are knobs.
You cannot say the studs are control panels when all the rest of them come with control panels on top of the studs. You can't say that. So
you have to use your imagination.
In universe, these guys have to work and they have to fly ships, and that requires control panels. Period. So,
in universe, he crashes all the time because he has no control.
There's no controls.
Just mock something up.
Anyway,
put
so
a
that's
control panel on it.
For the love of God, put a sticker on a plate or something.
And just above Chris, I'm going to put this up here because I actually like the Insectoids line. I actually own most of them, multiple copies. And I love this line. I thought it was really, really so far off the beaten path. I thought they did a good job on it. So I got this Insectoid.
So at Aspirus, that one and the UFO, was the UFO Aspirus?
Yeah, the UFOs kind of look like Aspirus, except
so I'm like, because there's like 2 or 3. There's the robot one.
RoboForce. There's RoboForce. There's UFO. And there's Spirius. And there's Insectoids.
Yeah. So which is the worst?
And Unitron all in there.
Wow.
So Unitron, yeah.
No, Unitron is great.
Unitron and Spirus are identical.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
The same kind of look to them.
So which one's the worst out of all?
I love the UFO. This is my favorite UFO set, period. Like, it's so cool. It looks great.
I like the saucer.
The saucer's good too.
Yeah, that's
the smaller saucer.
But
that has the Dave, correct me if I'm wrong. That set has the temperature changing sticker.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
right on top, the little sticker. And you put it. Every one of them had a gimmick, right? Explorians had that red and blue, the trans red and trans blue, and you can like scan the little sticker on top of the tile. That was cool. Since Futron, everything had a gimmick to it. And like Blacktron versus Blacktron 2, the gimmick worked better in Blacktron, the original, because you could daisy chain the modules.
Yeah.
And Blacktron 2 was just the cockpit and the back end that would come apart, and that was it. Right. So, but so I do like Blacktron 1 better because probably I was younger when Blacktron 1. Obviously, I was younger when Blacktron 1 came out.
That's not what I asked, though. I said, which one of those 4 do you hate the most?
Where? The ones I showed you?
No, Spirius, Unitron, Robot.
I'm going to say Unitron. Unitron is the best because it came with monorail. Unitron had the big monorail set, the 6991, and I got like 3 copies of that here, and I won't even talk about that. But I don't know.
Doesn't have a worse. That's the problem.
There's not a bad Lego set, but the best. I keep on saying this in my videos that peak classic space was Mtron, peak, because every set in the Mtron theme was perfect.
Yeah,
and then after that, less perfect. Like UFO, this is the best one for me. And Dave and I can talk about the UFO one too. That's really cool too. But it seems like they put all the effort into one or two sets, and the rest of them are just kind of filler.
Filler, yeah.
To me, right? So, and Blacktron 2, which I just put back up here.
Hey, Brickmaniac.
This is my favorite by far, and Blacktron 2. It's so cool looking. it's a good, but the rest of them were filler. I don't know. I think M-Tron had peaked, and it is kind of, there was some really, really knock out of the park sets after that, but the whole theme wasn't cohesive to me.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Except for RoboForce. That was
RoboForce was the single worst one, but still.
Oh, wow.
You're riding a dinosaur. You might as well make Jurassic Park. Like, just say it.
It's like the Dinobots from Transformers.
And all the lines, like this is just a parts pack.
I've never seen that set before. That's incredible.
Be happy.
It's got some good breaking parts on it.
It was a mess.
It was a mess.
It is.
It's a mess of a theme, and there were mess of a set. Each one.
And what? There's only 4 sets in it, wasn't it? Like there wasn't a lot.
For a good reason.
And there's an even worse one. Although I think that one does take the title. It's like a rigid robot thing.
With the 8 wheels at the bottom or whatever.
Yeah.
Dave has it.
This one is
that one?
that one, but in red and black. But
I had the classic space it to make it redeemable.
Oh, well, that's it. Yeah, because it was all red and stuff, wasn't it?
Red and black.
Yeah, red and black. I think it wasn't the worst of the batch.
No,
I think the one looking like a Blacktron Dinosaur, Blacktron 2 Dinosaur, or something like that. That was the worst.
No, I'm gonna get there. And the thing is, I talked about this before. Is like I saw this in the store originally when they released it. I said I'm never ever gonna buy this set because it's so. I'm gonna use the word fugly.
It really is.
But then I like a couple years ago, I never had it, never built it. A couple years ago, I got a lot that had it, and I put it together. And now I actually love this thing.
Yeah,
and I have like 4 copies of it because it's such a cute little set. It grows on you after you build it.
Yeah.
So
you have to build it once, and you have to play with it. Once you play with it, it's like a great set.
And it's a huge parts pack too. Like straight up.
I love
Command Center.
parts alone.
Oh, inverted consoles. Like it's fantastic.
The giant window pieces, the angular window pieces.
Yep.
And I always love those blue windshields.
Yeah, me too.
Although I broke the clips that hold them.
I didn't know if these were supposed to be Pac-Men, like wonk.
No, it was a storage area because the robot arms can actually fit things in there.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Put rocks in it.
So, just for the record, I did start this question to Dave about, hey, Dave, did you do anything fun this weekend or this weekend? And never did he say, I met up with someone at a Lego store and he spent the afternoon at my house and we chatted for like 6 hours. Never did he say that. So too late, Dave.
That's fine.
Too late. I'll just remove that from my conversation later on too.
Wow.
How are you doing, Mr. Davidson?
Good. I didn't do much. Well, I streamed more. I streamed a lot. I streamed on Friday with Rick, actually, and to hear his story about FedEx and the box 1 of 2 and 2 of 2.
Cool.
And I actually streamed with Jeff on Sunday.
Sunday? Was it Sunday? Yeah.
Was it Sunday?
Yes. It was Sunday.
Yeah, because on Saturday I was somewhere else hanging out with someone else, and I didn't do a stream that day.
Who will not be mentioned.
He will not be.
Oh, we got a thumbs up. Thanks for someone who gave us a thumbs up. That's neat. Oh, Mark Harrison here gave us a thumbs up.
Hi, Mark.
This thing tells me things. Anyway, sorry. And you did some sorting in your Lego room that day. I think you sorted a little small pile of something.
Yeah, radar dishes.
Cool. Hey,
so
Dave's
that's what about. All right, and I got this in the mail.
What?
Oh yes.
Got them from Walmart at $125, and I got 2, so I'm gonna flip one and keep another.
Mhm.
So
There you go.
and there's some good prices on Walmart. If you look at the website right now, and it's not advertised. It's not gonna say discounted, or you have to watch for the prices and know your prices to see what the deals are.
Yeah.
But there's a few good deals. I also got 2 48 by 48 base plate off of Amazon for $11 each.
Well, that's
this
pretty
week.
good.
So
I might need more of those after doing some
and
math.
and the discount was actually started by Walmart. So if you check Walmart, they're discounting their 48 by 48 for $11.
Oh, okay.
On their website. So
Because,
like I said,
in the
look for
Jedi
deals on
Starfighter,
Walmart. I think they're clearing stuff out to get the new stuff in.
Yeah. The Jedi Starfighter also has come up a few times on Amazon for like practically half price. I can't remember. what
$19.
19.
Yeah.
Except
So
so
I did see it.
Normally it's $39.99. So
Yeah.
for that set, $19 it's a good price for that set, but $39.99 is just asking too much.
Yeah.
You're
I
just
did
paying
see
for the name there.
Yeah, I did see it pop up a few more times after I placed an order for it, because I know, Rick, you tried after that and it didn't work, but it did pop up a few more times.
Yeah,
Well, I got it on the first wave of the
other
discounts.
Rick. Yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I forgot there were 2 Ricks. Sheesh. I'll call him Brick and you're Rick. How about
Oh
that?
boy.
Rick 1, Rick 2.
Well, it's okay. Apparently, I'm Canadian
Rick-
Jeff now, so you know.
Yeah, you're Canadian, Jeff.
Apparently. Anyways, I'm putting a link in the chat for the Amazon discounts on Brickset. There's a link specifically you can go to. I check it every day type thing to see what's on sale right now. Venom's 31% off. And most of the time when you click on it, you do get the sale unless it's already been sold out. But I've seen the Jedi Fighter pop up there a few times in the past few days. So anyway, continue on, Dave. Sorry for interrupting.
No, that's about it for me.
Oh,
So,
well, fine. So
I'll
after
be shorter
Sunday,
than Dave.
you sorted nothing after that?
Huh?
You didn't sort anything after that Sunday chat?
I wanted to, but I got called up upstairs
Fair enough.
because I have a wife and 3 kids, and
Fair enough.
I don't have a personal life. So
Gotcha. All right. We'll go to a Rick. We'll let them figure out which one I'm going to go to next.
Rick number 1. There you go.
Oh.
So, Rick,
You go
what
to
did
the
you
guy
go
who's
to?
got the most boring story to tell.
Oh, well.
I did little more than inventory and reset my shelves somewhat just to squeeze in
More stuff.
more of my backlog so it'd be on my shelves and not on the floor beside me and not on the floor in front of my desk. But yeah, just a matter of trying to get everything up onto shelves.
but it's
reading
great
all
you
of
got rid of
those.
your Nibelung B frigates. I don't see them behind you.
You don't see them; they're not irritating anymore. You're not looking close enough.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
They are.
Oh,
There's 2, you got 2 of them?
Well,
You know, you
dude, I
got more than
that.
If this wasn't a public
This will be
show,
the build one, keep one, and whatever else I got for flips and trades.
Yeah.
But yeah, this side is where I did the most damage, moving stuff around and squeezing more stuff. And it's sad because like the Enterprise is on its side, so you can't see it. Castle Grayskull's on its side. The Infinity is on its side. Basically, everything non-Lego took a hit. Now you can't see it.
Hey, Mama Lego. We're assuming you're Rick number 1 now, so.
Rick number 1.
But I wanted to make sure this was visible because this is the new beauty.
Yeah.
But it's the one I can't build anytime soon. I mean, everything else I can reasonably build and put it in my cabinets, but that thing is just too big.
So big.
The way,
Not
I
gonna
mean,
fit.
the regular one, I took the 2 wings off to put in my cabinet. So what am I going to do with this?
Take
I
the
don't
2
know.
wings off and put it in your cabinet.
I'm
Or
going to take
take
a
the
lot
2 wings
more. I'm going to
off,
have to take more off
continue
and put it
making
in
all
the
like-
cabinet.
And just store it
A
in
new
your-
coffee table.
I'm just
That's
going to leave
great.
the bags in the cabinet on display.
There you go.
Bag
Yeah, that
1s, bag 2s. No, that's going to be sit in a box probably for 3 or 4 years, I bet, before I get to it. My backlog is just ridiculous now. I think it's 300 plus.
Oh my word.
Yeah. And that's after like 800 or 900 built. It's like, but I don't like, I figure, okay, so I got big vacation. at the end of the month. So I'm taking 10 days off. And I think, and I might even live stream some of this, it's going to be a massive chat and tear down thing where I'm just going to be breaking down 50 to 100 sets or more just to make room in 3 cabinets.
And then you get the sword.
Well, right into Ziplocs, marker, pitch them in the big totes.
You store by set?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not going into bulk. It'd be definitely space efficient, but no, I want to make it easy to rebuild. I don't want to spend years hunting down the parts through all my bins. I'll never have the space for the bins. Like I got lots of shoe boxes and larger totes, like 96-liter totes. It seems, range between those 2 sizes. If I had to go hunting through them to complete sets, I'd be screwed.
Yeah, fair enough.
So the largest freezer Ziploc bags I can get my hands on pretty much for most sets.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, when you have a building session, you can build one of yours and I'll build one of mine.
Oh, classic. Now you make me regret not getting, when I went to that toy show in Burlington, the one set I thought I might get, and 45 minutes later I circled back around and I didn't pick it up on my way out, was this little police set from 1976.
He's got it right now. He's got it on Facebook Marketplace. The guy in Burlington has four classic sets. One of them was the police station from the mid 70s and the fire station. And
this wasn't the station. Sorry, van, little police van.
Oh, okay. Oh, this guy's got the actual police set, pre-minifig.
Yeah.
So,
this thing, was this one pre-minifig or not? No, this would be. Actually, this was pre-minifig, I think.
Yeah, the van is a little looked like
but he had it sealed and boxed. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but I knew if I were to buy it, that would be one of the things that would sit in a box, and I would never want to open it, and that's not kind of what I do.
Yeah.
I know it's like, oh, I'm a box collector. No, I'm not. I'm a builder. I'm a very slow builder.
Well,
but if I bought that, it's a museum piece.
No, I don't think you're a slow builder. You just
you
got
buy
a
more
very large backlog.
Yeah, I did the math one time, and I think I'm 5 to 1. So if I get around the building one, I end up with 5 new ones. It's not good. I was doing good. I was getting down to 200, and then it.
More so.
And this is a year where I'm going lighter, spending less, and it's like it's not working because even when I'm spending less, I'm getting better deals. So more is coming in. But, yeah.
It's fine. It looks beautiful.
First world problems. I'm still not happy. It's definitely. I'm not going to leave this the way it is.
Well, you have to have the Enterprise here because that just makes me happy.
It shows so well on the other side. Plus, when I turned it this way, I noticed there was a piece kind of ripped off, and I actually glued it on there. It's like that's horrible.
Sorry,
the little is that die cast?
No, this is the Hallmark for the Christmas trees.
Oh, I like it.
It's just we can go into the what non-Lego things you have in your Lego room.
Good.
Okay, that's another.
I have a TARDIS.
That's another topic.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on a different chat then, Dave. Don't go listing off everything you have. I gotta go find some stuff and put it in my Lego room. Apparently, old computers, does that count? Anyway. All right, we'll jump over to the other Rick and see what Lego
the
stuff.
Original Rick.
The original Rick.
1A.
You got bumped to number 2, Rick.
He's got 2. He's
automatically
bumped 2. He's still 1. He's just 1A.
That day. You guys
1A.
1A.
1AEH.
Yeah, think because nobody's number 2. We're all number 1s.
Okay. I don't think I made last week's show, correct?
That would be correct because neither did I.
No, because we were the Daves.
With Rick.
Dave.
With Rick.
One Rick.
So that's why he's number 1. You missed a show, so now he's been upgraded.
So have I shown you guys my this is gonna sound bad. Have I shown you guys my hammer?
Your hammer.
This
Sorry.
is going a variety of different ways right now.
Yeah.
It's Thor's hammer. Sorry, it's Thor's hammer.
So
but I have it.
So you want to show us Thor's hammer?
The Mjolnir.
I built
Worse or better than
Mjolnir. I built a really quick and simple mock of Thor's hammer.
Woot!
Cool.
There you go.
There we
I
go.
love it already.
That's awesome.
So it is liftable.
Because you're worthy.
Oh, you're worthy.
See,
I'm worthy.
That's
I
why
can
he's number
lift
1A. It's number
That's
two.
right.
Number
That's
two is
right.
not worthy enough to lift the hammer.
Unfortunately, I do not have these mitered corner pieces to finish the 4 corners, so that's how it is. And this is like seriously simple. It's just built up bricks.
Is that gray or blay?
This is blay.
Okay, I might have those for you.
Cool. This is old brown, but it's just what I had on hand. I also have reddish brown right here, but the old brown really looks good as the handle. And this is the harness from Obi-Wan Kenobi's General Grievous chase set.
Cool.
And also, didn't they come in the Prince of Persia's with the stupid little ostriches?
I think
Or
that's
that's
the
separate?
only set that
okay.
thing comes in. And then a really simple little rock base to sort of hold the hammer. And I got
Thor. And Thor
Thor.
there.
Yeah, that's from the mech, the Thor's mech, which I have right here. So,
Which
now-
has another Thor's hammer.
so Thor has a hammer, the mech has a hammer, and
And Rick
You
has
it's
have
a hammer.
hammers all around. It's
There
hammer
you
time.
go.
So you're
Hammer
really
time.
hammered.
Hammer time.
I'm hammered, yeah. So that was kind of a cool little. I just threw that together in like an hour and a half, like no time at all.
I love it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Looks great.
Now I threw that up on Reddit, and it got quite a lot of attention, and a few people were saying, "Instructions, please." So I went ahead and threw that into. I don't have it up on. Oh, I do have it up on the screen. So just one second here. Let me move that over. I'm going to turn my camera around so I won't be able to see what yours. Actually, hold on a second here, guys. Oh, I can share a screen, can't I?
Yeah, share the screen.
Yes.
All right.
Rock and roll.
Share
Technology.
Share
Yeah.
screen. Yeah,
Share
exactly.
the screen.
Just waiting for it to appear.
We want to see.
Well, there you
Can
go.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Digital hammer.
You should be able to see it too.
I can actually.
Oh, because it's the one screen you're using for the chat. Gotcha.
Yeah. So this is it recreated in studio with a few modifications to make the hammer smoother on all the sides. Also add in that beveled edge along the long side, which wasn't on the original. And this is what I will make instructions from.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
So thank you. So I did that. I got a really big surprise last week from our mutual friend Brett Hooper.
Brett Hooper.
Complete surprise. I was awaiting my August Lego order, and I got this box the day that I thought the Lego order was going to arrive. And my wife said, "Oh, there's a delivery here for you." And I said, "Okay." One little box. I thought maybe they sent the sailboat, which I got with a gift with purchase, by itself, because maybe that's just how it was done. No, it was a box of Lego, and it contained this car.
Cool.
Lime green.
Yes, lime green, specifically why Brett sent it. It's one half of a Speed Champion set.
Yeah.
It also contained a ton of miscellaneous bricks, which it was a complete surprise. And I was like totally, I don't know what you want to call it.
Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. That's a good word. From some of those pieces, I built a very small little mock, which is just like a steampunk
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, cool.
spaceship blasting off, if you will. So that's just something simple. What else? I got a couple of things coming up near the end of the month. A couple of Lego related things near the end of the month. One of them will hopefully release before the end of the month, and the other one will happen before the end. So,
Is that the lighthouse behind your shoulder there? That white thing? Or is that just a bottle of water?
oh, it is a lighthouse.
Okay.
And I've got a. So do you know the basketball sets that they have? Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love the net from that. So I took the net and I made like a
Nice.
lighthouse light part.
That's
beautiful.
beautiful.
Thank you. So the idea now, I don't have the pieces to really do it because this is the I guess, the hull of a train or something.
Mhm.
Well, I just lost the lighthouse, but it would stick up through there. But
Okay.
I want to build something a lot more, desirable looking. So I'm going to just X-nay it for now. I think that's pretty much it for me, guys.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, cool.
Guess I'll do my spiel. Realizing I need to shave, as I've seen myself for the first time. It's my mirror. No, anyway. So I was away for
Jeff is
last
actually
week.
a vampire, so he cannot see his reflection.
This is true.
Whoa.
Yes. No, what? No. So I was away last week, as you know. But whoever's been watching this show would know that I wasn't here, and I tried Pat jumping in on the chat, and basically was walking up a mountain, or up the village of Tromla. Anyway, long story short, so I went away with my kids for a week or 4 days vacation. We did manage to make it to the Lego store, so there's a bag there of a bunch of little bits and pieces. I ended up buying I was trying to get the gift of purchase set, the second one, because I already bought some other stuff, which is over here. Anyway, but I got basically one of the larger cities wilderness sets, wilderness rescue set. Not the biggest one, but the biggest, the one with the helicopter I got. And only built about half of it when we were there, just because it was tiring. And bought a bunch of little stuff, but we won't go into that. When I came home, I had my other order, which is the stuff that's right here. Monkey Kid Speed Champion.
Nice. That space mech. Yeah, that's nice.
Mech. And then hidden behind it is the yellow Fiat, which I bought for the collar, and then like literally the day after I bought it, there's the rumor of the light blue Fiat coming out.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. Now I kind of want that color too, but I don't know that I want to buy the same set in a different color. Anyway,
I think you do.
Yeah, thanks.
Cha-ching.
Yeah. And over the weekend, like we went to Lego store on the way up in Ottawa. On the way back, and so I got a pick-a-brick cup of the Lego store. Just trying to pull one of the pieces off. I got a pick-a-brick, like a large pick-a-brick cup and a quarter of the small one of this part here. Which is only available, or was only available in the Ottawa store. I needed like 3 or 4 cups, and they were sold out. Like that's all they had left. So I'm now hoping that we get more of those pieces available at some point. Just a second here, because Mr. Hooper has heard us talking about him. We need another Jeff. We do.
We need another Jeff. Come in and be Jeff.
Be Jeff.
You got an invite.
Anyway,
Just
call yourself Jeff.
Just Jeff.
Yeah. So on the way back from Ottawa, on the way up there, I'm going up Highway 7. We ended up passing by Play Value Toys, which is a store in Ottawa. That's a Lego store. They moved locations, so now they're right off Highway 7, just before you get into Ottawa. So on the way back, we stopped for lunch, and then literally got in the car, and 10 minutes later stopped again to go to the Play Value Toys. They had everything was regular price, like similar to Lego pricing, but they had like probably I'd say like 30-foot aisles, both sides of Lego, and then the next aisle over was half of Lego, and they basically had every set you could ever want, mostly current, but they had some older stuff as well. Like I said, regular price, but then up on the cash register, they basically had from the Lego Batman series of figures all the way up to what's current, except for the Looney Tunes. They didn't have the Looney Tunes figures. But they basically had like all the collectible minifigs and things like that. I was super impressed. Like I said, they didn't have any sales on, but at the same time, I mean, I now know if I want to get a set. Like they had basically sets that were sold out in the store. They had the only set I saw that they didn't have was the Millennium Falcon, the big one, but they had a spot for it. But they even had the Super Star Destroyer, so they're carrying the 850, or the Star Destroyer, so they're carrying like the $850, 900 Canadian sets. So if anybody's heading through Ottawa and wants to stop there, go for it. It was kind of interesting to see. Then on the weekend, I did some stuff with someone, but since he didn't mention it,
he should not be mentioned.
Hanging out with one of my Lego friends, who apparently is no longer my Lego friend because he had fun. Anyways, so
Jeffy came over to my house. Thanks, Jeffy.
I did.
And we went to the Brick Shack.
We did. And then we did a stream on Saturday or on Sunday where I basically built. I built Let's
lot?
take this one off. I built the base of 4 towers. So these are like the first 4 bases. Well, and the 4th one is this guy
So
here.
while Jeff was very, very productive during the stream, I was
during the
sorting.
chat, yeah, during the stream. It was the first time I ever built in a stream and actually was productive. We were on for 2 hours, and
Yeah,
I was able to build. And
I sorted two drawers of radar.
And I built this. That's what I did.
That's awesome.
He built those things, and I built this.
And I was talking.
And I had instructions.
well, we were all talking and interacting with people, but it was fun, right?
I was all set to come out to that too, but a family thing happened. They came
okay.
together like last minute on Friday, and that was it.
We had a guy jump in from Finland.
That was great.
Yeah.
Because I put the link for the Discord for this chat into
awesome.
the old Gray Bricks forum, because I thought, okay, well, maybe someone from there was going in. I didn't realize there was other people. Well, I guess I did realize, but I'm not sure how this guy from Finland got into that forum. But anyway, and he just suddenly jumped in, and we're like, okay, who's this? We didn't know who he was, but we talked to him for a while. It was fun.
That's cool.
So and then I've had a busy few days with work, because after coming back from vacation, there's always the backlog of work that has to be done. So I pulled a couple of 10 or 12-hour days. So I didn't really get much time today, or those 2 days. I did get some time after I was done work today, and I basically built this tower up and kind of started to lay out on a base plate where things are going to be. And I'll make this one quick. But as I was figuring this out, Dave Sincere and I were having a conversation beforehand, and I said, like, basically this is on 8x8 plates. So which is equivalent to a 48 base plate, each 8x8, right? So this is 4 48s by 4 48s. And when I started doing the math, I realized that these towers, 48 studs divided by 8 is 6 studs. So basically every stud is worth 6 studs. So this tower is 18 studs long, and I realized my new towers are currently about 24 and a half studs because of the hexagon shape. So I'm realizing that the scale that I have here doesn't match the towers, but I really like the towers. So I think I'm going to have to enlarge in this and now say every stud is actually a 8x8 plate, so every stud is worth 8 studs, which means that this goes from 4 48s to 4 by 4 48s to about, I think I figured it out to 6 by 6 48s.
Yeah.
So I've now just doubled the size, well, more than doubled. But anyways, I've just incrementally increased the size, and this will be the largest castle I've ever made.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, but now there's a question of more brick.
Yeah, but the base plates are cheap right now at Walmart, so you can
get
a bunch of them for $11.
Yeah. Well, I know I have like 16 base plates easily in the 8x8 or in the 48s, but this is now going to be 6 by 6, so that's 24 base plates, right? No, 36 base. 36?
Yeah, 6 by 6.
Oh my God, this is going to be too big. Oh, that's going to be big. Okay. So I have
the advocates change your math.
Well, what I could do is I could change these walls, instead of being 6 studs in between, 6 bricks per wall, I can drop down to 4 and rebuild all of them. But then the problem is when I get to my arches, I'm going to have issues there. I mean, I'm not
will the wedge plate still work the same way with that?
Yeah, the 4 if I change it to 4, it will work. I could basically go down to like 2 studs, and it would still work.
It just keeps moving inwards.
Yeah, the tower just gets smaller. So originally I had it as 8x8, or I had it as 8 studs. So that is the good thing about this, that I can shrink it down.
Ooh, that angle right there looks really cool, looking down the center of.
It's awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And these things are just popped out too. So I mean, nice. I can continue to go up.
I'd like you to continue to destroy it.
Yeah, I know you would. Well, I might have to anyhow because of the fact that
Rick has different needs.
And then Jeff and I liked the Brick Shack, so that was fun.
Oh, Dave mentioned the fact that we went to the Brick Shack. Yes.
That is what I meant. I was all set to come and join you at.
Oh, and then when I went, since we're talking about Saturday finally, on my way to the Brick Shack, I ended up stopping at 2 of the 3 Lego stores in Toronto.
Oh my!
Because I was trying to find that part. I didn't go to Fairview because they opened later than Sherway and Yorkdale did. Like it
Mhm.
was like 2 stores open at 11 and one open at 10. Yorkdale opened at 10, so I went there first. I was there basically at opening, and then I went to Yorkdale, where I went to Sherway right afterwards, and went there, and I ended up bumping into I can't think of his name now. One of the guys that's in Chantel's stream, Rickham.
Nope, I wasn't there.
Joseph?
No, in Chantel's regular stream. When
Joseph.
Joseph, yes, I bumped into Joseph there. But I was looking for their pick-a-brick inventories to see if they had anything. And Fairview, the one I didn't go to, already had someone had posted their inventory. And all 3 stores have basic brick. When I showed him the part that I bought in Ottawa, he's like, "Ooh, that's too advanced for what we have right now. Like that's too detailed or whatever." They also said that they hadn't ordered bricks and pieces for months because they were shut down and they had a large stock. But he had an order coming in the next few weeks. So that being said, the Sherway store, basically most of the cubbies that they had, about half of them were empty. So they were running low on stock as well. So anyway, so if anybody in the Toronto area ever finds, I'm just trying to try and find one that's easy to grab. That would be easier. If anybody in the Toronto area is coming across these, please contact me right away, and I will give you money and ask you to ship them to me or hold them for me, and I'll come get them. Public service announcement. Anyway,
Jeff is giving away money.
Giving away.
Well, obviously you got to show me the proof that you got them. Anyway, I need like 3 or 4 cups. So yeah, we went to the Brick Shack and we did their pick a brick, and I basically got a bunch of Technic beams because I didn't know what else to get, and then I also bought some smaller bits that they had there in little baggies.
I like those little 2x2 round or 1x2.
Yeah,
round.
they're the 2x2 rounds with holes in the studs.
Yeah. I last time I went there, I bought some of them too, but I saw they had the dark gray ones or the dark tan ones there, so I bought those.
Mhm.
So yeah, probably spent too much. Definitely spent too much money this week on Lego. Also, Bricks and Pieces seems to be running really slow again. I placed an order on August 1st, and it hasn't shipped yet. But my order was also quite huge. So, like, my order was probably 1,000 pieces or so. So it could just be because of the size of the order. But yeah.
Jeff, just really quickly, Jeff, could you show off the technique that you used to build the cross inside that tower?
Oh, yeah, for sure, because I actually have one right here.
Perfect. Because
So
I saw you,
side,
I think it was Instagram I saw it on. It's just awesome.
Yeah, so it's using the ingots to get the curvy part of the cross.
Yeah.
And then on the back is just basically 2 of the 2x2 bricks with a plate in between. That gives you the gap for the cross. And then on the top, I just, at the top, I originally had it just like 2 plates in a tile. But I just ended up putting let me pull that part off. I just ended up putting one of the corner hinges, corner panels in because it looks a little nicer.
And it fits perfectly.
Gray at the time. Yeah, it looks quite nice that way, and there's no seam. So yeah, and I've also ordered a bunch of the ingots in gray from Shop at Home as well. So
nice
pieces. These guys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll be ordering more Lego. So anyway, we're 48 minutes in, 8 people watching. Cool. Let's jump into the news, I guess. Let me share my screen.
And Yvonne's not there, right? And Yvonne's not there yet, so we got to keep going.
Sorry, what was that?
We have to keep going until Yvonne shows up.
Yeah, she's listening already. I'm sure of it. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, she's listening. I was going to say she had training, but she might be waking up a little later, but she'll be there. Anyway, let's go to the news. So more news than there was last week, that's for sure. The first item was not really that interesting necessarily, but Lego has announced a new one of their spike kits, which one of the interesting things about it is it's got a 9-color panel, like an LCD or an LED panel, and the microcontroller is a little smaller, and the motors are fairly small. I haven't used Spike at all, but I thought it was kind of interesting. I also noticed that some of these parts are available, like this guy is available will be available as a separate element, I should say. So it's got its own set as well. And I think that could be, I don't know, that looks like it could be a camera, but I don't know if it is.
It looks like a camera.
Yeah,
or maybe an infrared sensor.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, the good news is that it's all compatible with the new Mindstorm set.
Is it?
So
Okay,
Yep.
it's good to know. I haven't really used any of that stuff. Apparently, it brings us to Benny. Not Benny, to Emmett.
Classic.
Classic. Well, not really classic. He's more, 20 times.
He's more, yeah, city.
404 Emmets. Good deal.
But yeah, that does look like it's some kind of a photo sensor or something. Some kind of photo related thing because it's right up at the front. Oh, and the LED is actually. Oh, those are tiles in front. That's awesome. So it is a white LED panel with 9 LEDs, but then you can put a different color tile in front.
Yep.
Oh, that is very cool.
I like that.
That is cool. So anyway,
Do, 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 do.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Next thing is
Terribly
we-
off key, though.
That's okay.
When
John Williams
the-
doesn't care.
when the Thanksgiving/Halloween sets came out, on the back of the box there was an image of a penguin that was coming out in a future set. So Lego has now released an actual picture of the penguin and a polar bear gift pack. So some ornaments for your tree. So nothing major in news, but hey, it's cute.
I usually get one of those sets
Yeah,
for
me too.
each Christmas. I get at least one seasonal set to add to the collection.
Yeah, I'm
I
just trying to
My
put
see.
a
wife
lot of
loves
Legos
those
under my
things.
tree and in
So-
my tree. So
Pretty good price
Recommendation-
point, too. Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's about probably 12 or 13.
Oh, yeah, that's
Canadian.
American.
That's American.
Oh, man.
Recommendation though, if you do want to buy it in the first few days of October when it comes out, because
Oh,
these
yeah, it
things
will go
do
fast.
sell.
It'll
super
disappear
fast.
quick.
Yeah, they do. That was the other thing. When I went to the Lego Ottawa store, they actually had the Lego Ottawa store is kind of an L-shaped store, and in the L part of the store, they basically had all the 4 adults sets, so it's right up along the window. But they actually had almost every set that Shop at Home was sold out of. That I noticed, or at least some of the stuff that was hard to get. They actually still had some of it. Not everything. Like they didn't have the Creator Castle set. But I did see the Creator Castle set at Play Value Toys. So there you go. Anyway, I just remembered that. I think that was it for this one. Another picture of the penguin. Penguin's kind of cute too.
It's cute.
yeah, but the tree is kind of small compared to the penguin.
Well,
so
And I mean, that's a standard tree that they've used over years too.
Yeah.
I don't think Lego's going to get any better. Although I did hear someone talking about the other day that the Marvel Advent calendar, the tree is actually decorated with Infinity Gems.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's nice that they put all the Infinity Stones on there. So I thought that was kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, so I think we talked about the recoloring. I mean, we talked about the Fiat a little earlier.
yeah, the Fiat, but there's 2 other sets that are coming on with
That are being
new colors.
re-released or recolored. So the first was the Dinosaur, which was coming out, I think, originally in blue, but apparently now it's coming out in brown as well. Same set.
Yep.
In green, brown, and dark blue. Not really
Wow.
understanding this personally.
Well, I think their Lego is undecided on between the blue and the brown. That's why they released both statements saying it
Yeah.
was
Oh, I
confirmed,
see.
and they're gonna decide and put only one out. That's
Yeah,
my
it's possible.
opinion.
The other thing I'd heard
Hmm.
some people suggesting was I just read. Oh, Rick. Yeah.
Took you a while.
Well, I just looked over. I'm trying to talk here, and you guys are distracting me with hashtags for my sister instead of me. Anyway, I did hear that some people were speculating that it could be. It's possible that like this might be a Walmart exclusive. This might be a Target exclusive or something like that. Like, different
Oh.
stores might have different colored ones, which is an interesting idea. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's an interesting idea.
I
would
saw
be a
something
stretch.
on. I saw something online. Somebody was suggesting that it could be that they're making up for the COVID effect, meaning that they had issues with productions on other lines, so they're just filling space.
Oh, they need more SKUs, but they just don't have the time to actually.
Correct.
Yeah,
so
that
they're
makes
just
total
recoloring
sense.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, but instead of recoloring one set, like assuming that
I
this is
know.
going to be
6
3
times.
sets,
Yeah.
instead of recoloring it twice, like
Yeah.
or re-release something. How much of a backlog of sets do they have
Yeah.
that people
Right.
want again?
Correct.
You know, and how much
Yeah,
would it?
it's
How long would it take to quickly go in and say, can you modify this a tiny bit so that it's got new parts, or don't even, and just
It also would have been
something?
cool if they had included different alt builds rather than the same 2 alt builds in each
Yeah,
set.
but
Yeah.
I mean, that would take more effort, right? So
I
this
know.
is a
Yeah.
quick way.
Exactly.
I mean, anybody can color swap anything dark blue with, or anything green with dark blue, right? Or brown in this case.
Yeah.
Does that mean that this dinosaur will crumble quicker too?
Will do what?
Because it's brown, will fall apart easier and crack.
Oh yeah, he'll just immediately crack.
He'll fossilize like
break.
instantly.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you know.
So it's more realistic dinosaur.
Yeah. Turns into a fossil immediately.
So and then
dust.
the other set that is being repackaged, that's a better way of saying it, but not this one's actually got some changes, is the
they got a few
Firehouse.
modifications here and there.
And I think this is from the early 2010s. Can't remember the year, but I mean, like they've added a tower in the back in the building. They've changed the hot dog wagon to like a generator, which is apparently a generator from another set.
And still on fire.
They may have removed the civilian because there's no civilian in here. Because there's no one. Oh, I guess there's no one. You don't need a guy to man a generator. That's the hot dog vendor. And the it's basically the same. They've replaced some bits and pieces, but it's like kind of strange. Anyway,
the truck looks a little more elaborate too. The fire truck.
Does it? Well, I think it's got a yellow stripe on it.
It's got a better front windshield. Looks like maybe
the grill seems. Yeah, the grill seems to be.
The grill is a little different. I mean,
maybe it's just the coloring.
Yeah.
It's dangerous to live in Lego City. I mean, they need all these cops and firefighters and stuff.
And ambulances and the hospitals. Man.
They don't have a lot of hospitals. They have a few.
One library. They can't make one library for us.
Well, if they did, it would be on fire. And then they'd have to...
Also, we're going to read Bradbury book.
Right? It'd be the biggest fire in Lego City.
Yeah, book burning party, right?
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy.
If anybody wants the library, they just go to the Friends Heart Lake City instead.
Yeah.
So apparently, only criminals live in Lego City. Everybody else lives in Heart Lake City, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so this I forgot to grab them. I don't know if anybody saw the puzzles that they came out with last year. There was like 5 different Lego puzzles that came out. I've got 2 of them upstairs, and I forgot to bring them down. So, actually, hold on. You know what I could do? Lego.
My
puzzles.
ego.
What's that?
You said Lego. I said my ego.
Lego, my ego.
Oh, my ego.
I just massively enlarged the screen, maybe too far.
Whoa!
So
I have the second one there.
So there's 4.
Oh, the
there is a
minifigs?
5th one, but this isn't it. So yeah, there's the minifigs, there's the paint can, there's
isn't there one with the classic space figures?
No, that's what this article's for.
Oh,
I think. So there is a 5th one actually. If this is on Amazon, so I can click here and hold on. Stream slow. Oh look, I purchased this one. I own this one. But if you scroll down, they usually have all 5. Come on, I am scrolling. It's just really slow. There they are. So there's bricks. There's the ice cream dreams, the paint party. So I own the ice cream dreams, I think, and the minifig head one. But so anyway, that's going on, and so there's a contest about designing the next one. So it goes down working with this company if they weren't previously, to say, and looks like a prize pack that you can get. So basically, they did a contest, and here's basically some of the results, and I think you can vote on it. I'm assuming this was a Lego
Holy
Ideas thing.
smokes!
Yeah, nice. So I saw that, and I'm like, I want that as a puzzle. I also want that as a set. Give me that as a set, please.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's accurate.
But the cool thing is, I was noticing with this one, there's actually like Blacktron.
Yeah.
Things in here.
Space Police.
Space Police. It's pretty awesome of a picture.
There's a Blacktron 2 guy there over there.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I see the Blacktron too.
think we can. I don't know if we can. No, it doesn't expand. But there's also like some white guys with yellow heads and red guys with yellow helmets, just to make it all work out. Oh, Dave. Hey, sis.
Yvonne is here.
Yeah, and I forgot Dave has control. I just suddenly saw it up here. So anyway, so there's that.
I'll leave it
Yvonne,
alone.
if you go back and watch this later, these are the puzzles I want for Christmas in March. Just joking. Space station puzzle, which is kind of cool. A little
Yeah, it is cool.
bunch of different little scenes. Exploring the cosmos. Lunar Lego. A lot of space themed ones. First Man on the Moon. This one's kind of cool. Actually, this is probably the same. I was gonna say this would work really well with that gift with purchase one, the cardboard box.
But there's a lot of solid blocking in there. Like that's not really.
Yeah, it'd be easy to build.
Yeah.
Another space theme scene. I think maybe it was a space related contest because there's a lot
Wow,
of
it has
space
to have been. It's all space.
Yeah.
It has to have been.
Yeah. I'm
Oh
thinking so, too.
wow! Look at that.
That's nice.
Yeah, I like that one.
Wow.
Retro. There's different sections. I see now. This is the retro one.
Okay, here we go. I like that.
Yeah. Cassettes. And the tape spells Lego, kind of.
Cassettes.
Gramophone. Sewing machine. Venetian Lagoon.
hmm
AMF
Oh my
and radio.
goodness.
That's pretty cool. Be better if the rest of it was Lego too, though. I'd just say
Well, what part of it is Lego?
the radio.
Radio.
Is it really? Holy
Yeah.
smokes!
Yeah, it's pretty good when you
Wow.
have to ask what part's Lego.
Yeah, I mean, well, you were scrolling, so I couldn't really. But
Okay,
my
fine.
word, that's
Dog, look, Lego City.
awesome.
Because
Fire
with
truck,
the
fire
tire
truck, fire
background.
truck, fire truck.
Yeah, fire
Ambulance,
truck.
ambulance.
Ambulance. Wait, is there a police car? Oh, yeah, there's a police car at the end. The ratio isn't right for Lego City, though. There shouldn't be a school bus or a tractor or anything else. Just be fire truck, ambulance, fire truck, police car.
And construction worker.
This
Mhm.
one's pretty cool because this is all like the dots.
Yeah,
line
that's
pretty
crazy.
A few friend stars in there. That's pretty cool too. So under nature, that one's awesome.
hmm Oh yeah, I saw this one on Instagram. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Wow.
Mountains. So my thought is you can go ahead and vote on these. That one's pretty simple, but I also do like it. And possibly choose the next theme. Snow and Peacock.
There's some
Flowers.
great photography.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. Power in Laredo.
Because
in a dog
Mux,
world. Oh, it's the minifig head. I just got it.
yeah, you guess you consider the Mux, but considering the photography of most of
Yeah.
these,
For sure.
that's great work.
Rick, is that what you were working on all this time?
Which Rick?
Well, you, Rick. Rick.
Rick 1A.
Rick 1A?
Just it was like the architecture scene, and I just thought of the little thing you built the other week.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Architecture
With the pirate
inspiration,
ship.
city landscapes. All right,
Oh,
layered city. That's pretty cool. Vibrant community,
more like that.
mid-century modern. Yeah. So I mean, by far my favorite would have to be, that one.
That big space logo, yeah.
And I'm like 99.9% sure that this classic space logo will become a puzzle, because if you don't vote for this one, no, I'm just joking.
Well, the reason it would work well is because, yeah, there's a lot of blue and a lot of yellow, but all the little minifigs turned different ways would make it very tricky to figure out which part goes where. So that would be a good puzzle.
Yeah, for sure. And it would still be difficult too. Like I like a challenge.
Oh, that's what I mean. It would be
these are
Difficult puzzle. Yeah.
1,000-piece puzzles.
puzzling to.
Yeah.
That's one I would buy, and then I would probably glue it together. I
Yep.
think I would keep that one.
Frame it, hang it on the wall. Yeah.
I could see that. Although I would like to rebuild it a few times, because it's always fun to rebuild puzzles. In between rebuilding Lego sets. Actually, Rick, all Rick's count, Rick. If you buy this, it's going to sit on your shelf for 5 years. until you get to it. So
by that time, the pieces will have fused
Yeah.
on their own.
True.
Yeah.
So, anyways, just poking fun and having fun. Anyways,
no,
I
it's
did
okay.
forget to grab this. I'm gonna grab this. Super Mario coins. I don't know if you guys have heard.
Yeah, I've read about it, but
Sorry.
I also read that some stores were giving them only to kids.
Well, I got 2 sets of these Super Mario coins when I went to the Lego store in. So let me find the silver one. I don't know how you can tell them apart. Oh, silver, gold. Okay. And I probably just opened up one. So I'm just going to screen these a minute here. There we go. So yeah, the Lego stores are giving away these collectible Mario and Luigi coins. Oh no, I guess they're both Mario. And they both say Super Mario on the back. Assuming I got this right. Wait, that one's wrong. Anyways. And I got 2 sets. I walked in there with 2 kids though, so maybe. And I spent over $300, so I'm guessing they were.
Very nice
generous.
to you.
What is the purchase amount that you need to make to get
well,
one?
that's the thing. It wasn't really announced or anything. So I think each store had these. Maybe they were going to use them as a Mario giveaway with when you bought Mario sets, but maybe because no one's buying Mario sets.
It wasn't Mario that you bought either, right? It was something, right?
No,
So wow,
it wasn't. Yeah, so we got 2 sets of each, and I'm like, wow, it's like the first coins I've actually been able to get in the coin series, but these weren't even announced. So
are they like they're metallic, right? They're
heavy. They are metal. I mean, obviously they're not gold and silver, but they have some weight to them.
Oh, how disappointing!
Here, feel no. They have some.
Wait, they're not real gold? I'm out.
I haven't, like I said, I don't own any of the other coins, so I don't know if it's the same material or whatever, but I would assume so. I mean, they're definitely metal because they're cold.
They look larger than the official coins.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I've never had one, so yeah. Bite it to see if it's gold. No.
I'm not that hungry.
Hey, what do you know? It's chocolate.
Chocolate. Anyway, so yeah, those were these have been found, and the article was basically saying, although I didn't really read it, that randomly stores are giving them out. A store in Canada giving them out with any purchase made. New Jersey store had children interact with a theme scanner device. So I'm guessing it's like, hey, we've got these coins and we didn't get rid of them. So it's different. So they were given away August 4th at Leicester Square in UK. Edinburgh gave them away to people who took photos of 5 Mario figures hidden around the store. So
maybe it was like a manager prerogative, like
they go Bitcoin.
Yeah, here's some coins. Do something with them.
Yeah, and like I said, maybe they had it for an actual event. Maybe they had planned to do something, and with COVID they couldn't. And so it's like, oh, we'll just give these to people as they come in. I don't know.
I kind of like that they're doing it that way rather than just leaving it up to the vultures that will just swoop in and
Exactly. And with no notification, you don't know that they're there. Like this was August 10th that this was posted. I went to the Lego store it was August 10th, so that would make sense. So this article was posted the day I went in. But anyway, it was an interesting thing, and I was surprised to get it. I was like, cool. So
Happy
there
surprise.
is on the Brick Fan, and you know what? I'm just going to actually put this in our chat. On the Brick Fan, there is a list of all the sets retiring this year, and it's a fairly large list. I mean, I'm not going to go through it, but it's a long list.
Wow.
So
these are sets that are coming out.
These are sets that are retiring this year.
Retiring. Oh, sorry.
Yes. So coincidentally, there's some video sets. Yeah, it's a large list. So if there's any sets you want to look through, the link's in chat. Check it out, and hopefully you can get the sets you want. I do know Pirates of Barracuda Bay set is being retired this year. Oh. And up until about a month or two ago, I didn't want that set, and then I started hearing people really liked it, and now I kind of want it. And $200
Jeff,
plus.
there's a guy in. I bought one off of. I'll send you the link afterwards. But I think he has one left. I bought it off of Kijiji, $235.
Yeah, still out of my. I just spent $600 of Lego in the past few weeks on 2 orders, so I'm good. No, it'll be in my list for hopefully the next few weeks. But no, I mean next few months maybe. Who knows? Anyway, new pieces. The new Elementary posted the. Did you guys talk about the Harry Potter set last week?
Yeah, but the pieces
Or we
weren't.
did a couple weeks ago. Yeah, okay. So New Elementary has published the list of the new pieces in this Hogwarts UCS Hogwarts set. I don't know what a better name is for it.
Hogwarts Harkons Collection Edition.
There you go. Yeah, they're Hogwarts Icons Collection Edition. And there are some interesting parts. One of them is this round bar. You know what? This is a make screen larger type of chat.
For Quidditch.
Yeah, it's almost like a Quidditch ring, but there's a couple in the set. It has a Technic axle hole and just basically a large scale bar. I don't know if there's an actual.
That part.
Yeah, I do too.
It's that clip connection that I'm most interested in, the blue clip, because you could do a whole bunch of those around and just make
they're for Harry's glasses, and they're.
Oh yeah, that's right.
7 modules wide, so I guess it's a 7 wide ring. But yeah, well, here's a comparison with some of the other things. I'm not sure what this yellow one is. I don't know that I've seen that either. Assuming that's not just an elastic band.
Could be rubber, like one of the tire pieces. It looks. Yeah, I don't know.
Could be, but there's a good scale shot. And then there was the shot of things you can do. Now it's too big. There we go. Just they've done some shots of how you can do all the different clips on it to make it.
That's what you were talking about, Rick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So there's some beautiful clip type pieces. There's also this part which I thought was the thing that goes on the side of the video modules, the video beatboxes. But this thing doesn't have studs on it. It's got a single bar hole. Stud. Yeah, it's like a center stud with a bar hole on it. It's really hard to see because it's trans.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you can't really see this. Well, you don't see the studs. But the best picture I saw of it was just the next one, which is here. So here you can see there's a bar hole, and there's some other holes as well. But and then an axle on the back. So this is on the top of the bottles. But again, another new piece and in clear, which is very tempting.
It's 4x4. If I saw correctly, is that it?
Yeah. So this bracket has been out, but it's now going to be in gray. So these are all the recolors, I would say. And these parts as well they've been out previously, but they're also in this set. So there's the 1x2 clip and that nice bar. A few other pieces that are fairly new in the set.
Wow.
Those guys, if you haven't seen them, these came out in the Shuttle, the Space Shuttle, I think, the first time. The larger Space Shuttle. These are glow in the dark elements.
Ooh.
So there's like some nice cones and glow in the dark. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool as a rocket engine.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And is this these are white, not glow in the dark. Some gold-ish color. Pearl gold, I think it is. Brown, so falling apart soon.
Bronze. It's like bronze or light brown.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. What
reddish brown.
Reddish brown.
These are recolors, and these are
reddish brown. Also.
Limited appearance ones. So, also known as parts that might crack in the future. Although I think they finally might have fixed that. I don't know.
I hope they have, really.
Dark red, dark blue parts that are available in those colors. Tan elements. Oh.
Ooh, a 1x310 panel.
Yeah, I already own some of those, so these were already out. That's why I went back because I know I bought some of those. And then some, dark brown, dark tan,
orange, burnt,
dark orange, all the darks.
Yeah. Burnt orange.
Some more colors. Anyway, so there's a lot of neat pieces in here. The other thing you noticed was that the same part was in here twice with 2 different part numbers. So I think that's a picture issue versus, and then the printed elements. So the interesting thing with that one is it's a panel but it has the same decoration as the actual fence, which is kind of cool. But I mean, unless you build something that's a hairy garden,
hairy garden.
Beware the hairy garden.
Beware.
I don't know. And
Bring your
hairy
spears.
garden.
these are printed. They are not.
Oh, so it's not
Nice.
stickers.
Oh, that's
nice and
that's
not
what we
nice.
were wondering last week if they were printed or stickers.
Yeah, but not nice because it would be nice to just have tan tile, right? And just be able to sell off the
That's
stickers.
what the polymer eraser is for, to get
Yeah,
the
I
print
know.
off.
Those are the 8x16 tiles, right?
8x16 tan tiles, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But anyways,
Wow.
it's a pretty good thing.
Nice
we
knowing.
talked about this, just the discounts, the Venom thing, the space shuttle mission, which is a Duplo set. Dave, I don't think you have the Duplo space shuttle yet, so it's on sale, half or 40% off. You know you want it.
To add to your space shuttle collection.
You know you want it.
Not this one?
Oh my
No,
goodness.
this one.
No,
this-
the Duplo
Oh, that
one.
Duplo. Oh,
Oh, finally a shuttle worthy of my shelves.
And it was funny because last week you guys made a comment and I was yelling at my screen, the Duplo shuttle, because I think you guys were talking about the shuttles or something. Or I can't remember, but in the last chat I was thinking of this set. So, and lastly, this is just I'm just going to do this quickly every week. The timer stops. Apparently, it doesn't keep going. Brick Fair, Alabama.
Brick Fair died.
You just canceled it. Sorry.
21 weeks away. I just heard Ben and Bonnie are probably going to be going as well.
Oh, good.
So we have a few more Canadians coming. So yeah, for the next 21 weeks.
Ever reopens?
Sorry?
If the border ever reopens?
Yeah. Be quiet, you. For the next 20 weeks, because on the 21st week I'll be driving down. I'll already be there on the Wednesday night. But yeah, we'll be doing that. Anyways, I got to stop sharing now. And we had a topic this week.
Actually, guys, I got cut and run.
Well, there you go.
I got to get up for work in 6
Finally,
hours.
I can be the only Rick.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
maybe I can stay a little longer.
Well, what we can do, Rick, is we can ask you first if you want.
About the social media stuff?
Social media platforms, yeah, what you use.
Okay.
Because I know you use a lot, Rick.
I do use a lot. Okay, so I stopped using Flickr. I know someone had mentioned Flickr in the offline chat. I stopped using Flickr. I was doing it exclusively until they changed. Yahoo kept changing the rules for it, and got to a point where I think last time I bothered to check was something like 1,000 photos, and you had to manage it. If they would say 1,000 photos and the oldest ones fell off, I'd be okay with that. But if I gotta go back and start editing, I gave up on it. It's like now it's work. It's like so I'm done with Flickr.
I thought it was your 1,000 most recent photos, but
nope.
I think when they switched over. But maybe now if you add photos, you can't.
I just didn't like 3 changes in 3 years, and when it's a platform I find that's being used less and less. I know there's a lot of Lego diehards that still love to use it, but it just got to a point where why am I bothering? So I pushed that one off to the side. Of course, Facebook. Everything I eventually add to my inventory, I like to make at least an entry there because everyone I know has Facebook, even if they don't want to admit it, they still have it. Instagram, of course. I'm probably not using it properly, but for me, that's another visual archive of stuff I'm collecting and stuff I'm building. And I do like Instagram, and it seems like a lot of people want to connect to on YouTube. If you want to talk to them, it seems like Instagram is the way to do it. So I feel like if I'm going to be forced to have it as a connecting, networking portal, then I might as well make use of it and use it visually for Lego. I don't spend a lot of time with it. I don't find I need to. But that's because I kind of have a workflow of if I'm posting here, I'm posting everywhere else, and it's kind of copy and paste for the most part. And of course, YouTube, got that going. I never intended for it to be so all-encompassing time-wise. Like I never intended to do live streams and spend hours and hours on it. It was just, I'll make a 2-minute video. putting my current Lego build on a rotating dish, record it, and now I've got a video archive of something I'm going to tear apart at some point. Now it's just become this big part of my life where I talk to people, communicate, make new friends. I mean, Lego's still a big part of it, but sometimes not. I mean, like, you know, we can just chat, and it's been pretty cool that way. Trying to think. Now, I have some stuff that people don't use, and like Snups.com, which is kind of broken right now. It still works, but it's very laggy. These guys aren't paying their networking bills for their cloud storage, and in a month or two, it could be gone. And this has been a recurring issue the last 3 years. They haven't figured out how to monetize the system. I keep hoping they're going to get bought out by Google or someone else who's big, which is why I keep supporting it. I keep putting my stuff out on it. I've been showcased with some of my collections and stuff over the years on it. And they've got over 1 million users, which is, I guess, small in the grand scheme of things, but it's not a bad app. It's a great visual way of maintaining a collection, and it's shareable and really fun. And as social stuff goes, it's great. Plus, you could link directly to eBay from your own collection. So if you got something and decide someday, oh, I'm going to sell the set, click. Now it's on eBay, and cool. People could start buying it. Cool.
Yeah.
But those are probably my big ones: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You know what? I call them throwaway posts. Twitter, throwaway posts. It's just there. Click and I never look at it again. I don't look at anyone else's stuff on Twitter. Yeah. I think Twitter's too toxic. Tumblr, another dead platform, but I'm still posting to it anytime I post anywhere else, just because it's there. I go click on my phone and it gets copied there. Blogger, I'm probably one of the few people still using Blogger. I don't know anyone who's still using Blogger, and I don't get any views on it, and I don't know why I insist on I'll copy and paste it over to Blogger too.
Well, is it something that like you can just press a button and it will just write something there? Like
pretty much. I'm just copy and paste it. Yeah. If you see it on my Facebook, then it's pretty much word for word, one-to-one copy on Tumblr, pretty much on Twitter, except I cut it short to meet whatever the character requirements are. Yeah. I'm not extremely creative. If I can do one thing and pump it out to 12, that's pretty much what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Just hoping to get a few eyeballs that are unique from each portal.
So do you spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos and wasting your time kind of doing that? Or are you doing
YouTube, I'll tell you the truth. So here's the thing. 65-inch TV couch. I watch YouTube exclusively pretty much. I have but necessarily Lego stuff, maybe half-hour a day watching somebody's Lego content. So if they got something that's longer, I'm skipping through it, of course. So I think it's maybe on the outside 45 minutes a day, look at Lego streams, Lego content, premieres, whatever. And then anything I watch on the TV is YouTube, even though I've got Netflix, Prime, Disney Plus. I'm a YouTube junkie. I watched a documentary on, and it was, of course, the title of it is what got me. You got to love a good title. White Man's Dead Clothes. And it was a documentary on how the UK and North America basically dumps their used clothing into Ghana. Yep. But I look at it a different way. It's not so much that they're dumping. Absolutely, it's we would call it trash. But they're buying it. And if they weren't buying it, it wouldn't end up in their country. But when you look at the bigger picture, it's like that is a real sneaky way of dumping your trash into countries. You know, getting it out of your market into someone else's market. And now it's their garbage problem and not ours. It was fascinating. 30 minutes long on YouTube. And what's the title of it? The guys who put it out. I can't remember now. I'll look it up in my history and I'll post it somewhere. But fascinating documentary. And it's like their water systems are clogged with the clothing and everything. It's just YouTube's a scary thing. You start clicking it, and I don't know how it got into my feed. And it's that one video before I was about to go to bed, and I stayed up for a half hour to watch it, and it was riveting. Incredible. And it's been going on since 1982, and it decimated their local textile industries. On Sundays they wear their cultural best clothing, and the rest of the time they're wearing our old T-shirts and our old jeans and everything else. And they figure they're only getting value out of 40% of all this trash clothing going their way. So 60% of it's ending up as landfill in their country. Horrible.
Wow. So, that's one of the things I tend to do. Like, I try not to watch, like, just clickbait type YouTube stuff. I basically, whenever I'm on YouTube, I'll go to my subscriptions only. Like my link for YouTube brings me directly to my subscriptions.
Yeah.
So I click on that link, and then I just add to my watch later list everything for the day. And then when I get time, I start watching it. My watch later list is now 40 plus videos, and probably 6 or 7 of them are Dave's. Because I just haven't had a chance.
And each are like 45 minutes long.
I made a 2-minute video yesterday. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yes,
I uploaded it.
That's on the bottom of my list. That's in the newer stuff. So I will watch those ones. But at the same time, it's like, oh, these are addendums or whatever. So now, technically, I need to watch the one in front of it beforehand.
Nice.
Anyway.
I waste people's time.
Yeah. I rarely click on stuff that I don't have in my subscription feed. But that being said, I have time. But anyway, so
I routinely fall down the rabbit hole. It's bad.
Yeah.
Because I'll click through my subs, and it's like, okay, now I've gotten to the end of that, and I really don't want to go to network TV on cable. I can't stand it. If it's not the news, I don't watch it on cable. And then it's like, oh. And literally it caught me right as I was about to go to bed, like, oh, I shouldn't be watching this. This is horrible. Okay. And then grab me. And I do like documentaries, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, outside of Lego stuff, I kind of watch. I'll watch some of the Disney park stuff. I'm trying to think about Defunct Land was kind of an interesting channel. And I watch a bunch of car stuff, TFL, the Fastlane car stuff that they do. Just because I'm looking for a new SUV at some point, and they do reviews on those sometimes and stuff. Anyway, but I mean, for the most part, and a little bit of music here and there too. I've got a few bands I follow.
There's a car channel I watch, Daily Driven Exotics. I love watching these two Canadians out in BC.
Yeah.
And I love watching people spend stupid money on fancy cars. I have a RAV4. I'll probably never have anything fancier than a RAV4. Yeah. I'm a very what's the word? Not utilitarian, but I'm not frivolous. I mean, outside of Lego, I don't spend money on anything dumb.
Yeah.
And it's gotta have a purpose. And what I see these guys spend money on, putting 2 twin turbos on like a Corvette, or it's like, and it's sticking out of the hood. It's like, are you kidding me? It's funny stuff to watch. It's great, but watching them just burn through the money too. It's like, your Lamborghini lasted 1 week with that modification. You took it out on the road, and now it's in the shop again. It's like, dumb.
How about you, Mr. Brickham? What do you do for social media stuffs?
I am on several different platforms, primarily Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm part of, I think, about 40 different Facebook groups now. Most of them are Lego. Some of them are other interests like aliens and Back to the Future movies, whatnot. Instagram's where I spend most of my time. I post there. I try to post there daily, but it's difficult to get a post out daily. Well, it's not difficult. It's just difficult to get a meaningful post out daily. You could just post whatever you want, like a picture of random bricks, but it's not going to mean anything, right?
Yeah.
Just today, I posted, since I was talking about stuff earlier, I got these 2 sets here. This guy.
Oh, yeah.
The Water Strider. And this guy, just a little truck.
That's a fun set.
$40.
Well, that's
sealed.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was pretty happy with that. So I posted that today just to get something out, something of interest out, I dabble on Reddit. I post most of my mocks to Reddit. Reddit led me to Flickr because somebody on Reddit said there's a community on Flickr that you should join. I went down the Flickr hole, and then now I'm on 30 or so different groups there. Imager, you ever heard of Imager?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a weird one. I don't get a lot of action on there. Occasionally things hit, but most of the time it's just one or two likes here and there. So, Reddit, Instagram, Flickr, Imager. I did do one or two Twitter posts, but just like Rick said, it's kind of like throw it out there. And I only just 2 or 3 people give it a like, because nobody knows me on Reddit, or rather on Twitter. I'm nobody.
So, but Rick, I noticed that you do a lot of reposting of stuff on Instagram as well.
Yeah. So you're talking like in the stories?
Yeah, and the stories and stuff. So, I mean, you might post one thing a day, but you seem to be, like, every day in my stories at the top, I always see that you have stuff in there as well, and you're forwarding other people's content and stuff.
Correct.
Like that as well. So
I like to. It's good to support everybody, and I've got a few good friends on Instagram, Brett included, obviously. And so when I see cool things from them or anybody else that I like as a builder or just as a person, I'll definitely repost, and that does help keep activity going on the account. But Rick, like you said, I'm probably not using Instagram, not leveraging it the way that you can, even though I hashtag like crazy. But then you see reports where some say you should only use 2 or 3 hashtags, where others are say max out the 30 every time, and choose your hashtags carefully. So I have become better at the hashtags, and followers are growing, which is cool. I'm not about followers. Like, it's not, I just like having fun and being part of the community. But if the followers grow, hey, that's great. And finally,
no, it's not Lego.
Is this Lego? And finally, YouTube is the last social platform that I, with the channel Rickham's Den. So which I have been neglecting heavily.
My sister sent me a picture of a photobrick.ca site that she got on Facebook. So it's Lego, and I'm like, no, it's not Lego.
Oh.
I mean,
you can't call me right now, sis, because I'm in a chat.
She's gonna say it is Lego.
Put her on speakerphone. Come on, put her on speakerphone.
No, we're not doing that again. I think she hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
If you want to call me tomorrow after 8 because I'll probably be awake by then. Anyway, cool. All right. And as for you saying you don't use Instagram to its fullest potential, you use it a lot better than I have figured out how to do it. So you're as far as I'm concerned, you're the Instagram master right now. So, he's now Rick number 1.
But Rick, how much time do you spend actually like reposting and posting on Instagram?
Okay, so I am in touch with Instagram pretty much all day long. I'm not on Instagram looking at things, but it's active on my phone. So if a message comes in, I'll check it out and respond. Actual time putting together a repost, we're probably talking about 10 minutes a day.
Yeah, okay.
Like it really doesn't take a lot of time to share the post to your story, add a couple of graphics, put in the link to the person's name, and hit it up to your story. And some days I've done like 10 of them. Mm-hmm. And it's cool to go back and then look through your own stories and say, oh yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I think Instagram is probably the most social of the social medias because it's so active. Yeah, it's so active.
Yeah.
Facebook's hit and miss. Sometimes a lot of discussion happens, and other times you see really great mocks and it's like 2 likes, and you're like, wow, why did that thing only get 2 likes? That thing's amazing.
Yeah. I find that I have more Lego friends now probably on Instagram, or people that, well, I won't say that. I mean, I've got a huge history of Lego friends on Facebook, but I think I get more activity on my Instagram feed for sure. People
definitely
and stuff like that.
And Facebook is Instagram, or vice versa.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. When I post to Instagram, it automatically posts to Facebook.
Yes.
So that way, I am hitting both of my sets of friends that I have that, may or may not be on both platforms.
That's something I'm not doing.
Okay.
Not that I'm ashamed at all. Just that I'd like to keep the 2 worlds separate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Facebook.
So I mean, So for me, I always did that back in the days with Flickr and I still use Flickr occasionally, but Flickr used to be able to post automatically to Facebook as well, and that broke at some point. But I will post my Lego and Flickr stuff at the same time. If you want to go, Rick, by all means, head out. But
yeah, I'm kind of getting the.
Yeah.
So, thanks,
All right.
guys.
Have a good one, Rick.
Hey, thanks, Rick.
Because it's my wife that's got to do this in the morning to get up
giant
and comes out.
The
I
hook,
gotta go
the
to
hook's
work.
coming.
The
Okay.
hook's
Hook's
coming.
coming,
Take care,
yeah.
Rick.
Take
Talk
it
to you
easy,
later.
guys. Thanks a lot.
Ciao.
My sister. I have more friends. Wow. Yeah.
He's got me. He's got me, Yvonne. He's got me.
90% of the people on Instagram I don't physically know. Like I mean I know a few people, but I don't personally know everybody, obviously, right? But that's what conventions are now for. But yeah, it's like I will post Lego content to both. And then I will only do like my trip content to Facebook because those are my actual family and friends that know me physically in most cases. So, but yeah, I do kind of keep my personal stuff out of Instagram because Instagram is basically my Lego feed as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
So how about the Daves?
These days
You choose who goes first. Cowdice uses Windows 95
I use
to news groups.
No,
All of his
he
pictures.
has Windows 98 now.
Yeah, 98.
Windows 98.
iPhone.
Oh, is that an iPhone 4? No. Anyway. Okay, Cowdice,
iPhone 4.
what do you use?
Facebook for personal, and I have to now get to the point where I'm refusing to accept friendships because of all my other friends that are on my Facebook have a lot of other Lego friends who know two friends who know two friends, and they kind of find each other and they, hey Dave, let's become your friend. And I said I don't know you, so I'm trying.
That's been a problem. But
I'm trying to keep Facebook to be personal friends like you guys.
Yeah.
I am, as Rick said, I'm part of, I won't say 30. I think I'm part of like at least 10 Lego groups, and they're basically classic space. I can't figure that out. Which I
Dave
like.
and I are basically on the same groups.
Yeah, I think David and I are exactly the same groups. I used to have my own website, Jeff, you might remember, and I loved that website. So I would post all my videos and all my stuff to that website, and anybody could come along. That disappeared years ago, basically because I just started uploading everything to Flickr. I mean, not Flickr, to YouTube. 10 years ago when YouTube started, I basically started with YouTube just to keep it off my hard drive. So YouTube's my public posting area for videos, and Flickr I'm still using extensively for my just pictures. My wife runs my Instagram account, so if you're posting to my Instagram feed, my wife's running it. So she'll take my stuff that I'm building at a show or whatever, and she'll put it up on Instagram. And she'll hashtag it all to give me more exposure, which is very sweet of her. So I actually rarely log into Instagram myself. I don't even think I have it on this phone yet. It's a new phone. So yeah, Flickr for pictures, YouTube for video. Those are public facing. Twitter for personal, where I get in arguments about politics, and but I don't post anything about Lego, except I do follow the Lego Space Bot, who always posts pictures of Lego space sets, and I always like them on Twitter, and yeah, Facebook for personal. So those are those ones I use.
So, and how often are you spending time watching like YouTube and
I watch YouTube extensively all the time. Russian car crash videos.
Or they're the best. Oh my
Really?
gosh. Fail blogs or fail
Russian
arming.
car crash videos.
Oh, the Russian videos.
That's unbelievable. But no, I watch a lot of other people's YouTube Lego feeds. And I'm on this one, and I watch Chris's stream, obviously, and I watch Julian's feed. I haven't been on Julian's in a long time, but I still watch it because Pink Bucket Nation's awesome. So I support the friends that I have made on virtually, and I still post on Lugnet. Probably the only person in the world that still posts on Lugnet. Not in the past year, because I would just post about dinners and upcoming shows, but I will still post on Lugnet. But YouTube I watch extensively, and I watch a lot of I would say if it's not one of my friends, I watch a lot of Technic builds to figure out, because I'm so far behind on Technic builds. I'm old school. So I am always impressed by what's his name in Japan, who's building all these great GBCs. The GBCs just blow me away. Technic, even the simple builds, the fancy builds. I will sometimes occasionally watch Lego train videos to see all of the layouts throughout the world. But overall, it's just to watch my friends on YouTube, and I post extensively to YouTube, so I upload daily.
Yeah, you do post a lot to YouTube. It's pretty cool.
I do. And some guy just posted, replied, and put some nice comments there. Thanks, Rick.
Yes.
No problem.
And my sister still wants to friend you, Dave.
I thought she.
Well, maybe she already does. I don't know.
I thought she.
She might have been being sarcastic because you said I keep it to people I know.
Well, I know Yvonne. I've met her, so I mean, I was, I won't mention where I met her, but I met her a few times.
Oh yeah, that one time in the alley behind the. No, anyway.
No.
Oh my God.
I'm joking, of course. At my wedding, you probably met my sister at my wedding.
That's what I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, well,
That's where I
was married, and I no longer am. That's okay to say. Anyway.
So
and since David, I don't know.
Well, I was actually the one who brought up the subject because I've been wondering where, to post mocks or post like anything other than on Facebook, because mostly right now I'm on mostly Facebook pages. For like Dave, I subscribe to a few Facebook groups that are mostly dealing with either classic space or neoclassic space or the Blacktron thing. So, and I got my own Facebook page that when I do shows, if I make videos or take pictures of my layout, I'm going to put there. So that way I can share those pictures and those videos onto other groups, because I usually don't post Lego stuff on my main Facebook account, because I got friends, Facebook friends that are into Lego, but I also got family members and other people that are not into Lego. So I don't want to bother them with Lego stuff when I have my own Facebook page. So, but lately I was wondering, because I since we started streaming together, I noticed that Rick was posting on Instagram a lot, and that you guys all have Instagram accounts, and I was wondering, well, should I get on there? Because I know I have an account. I recently created an account for Instagram, and I've seen all you guys subscribing to me, but I have zero content there. So, and I wanted to talk about the subject, and I wanted to hear you guys talk about the subject, because I was wondering how much time you guys devote to all these different platforms, because I know I spend a lot of time on Facebook, and I'm just wondering, is adding another social media outlet is gonna cost me more time and more headaches, because more time, you gotta take more time to manage, and like I said, I already have not that much time to build stuff, and because of my 3 young kids, and because my youngest is starting kindergarten.
Well, I would say that Facebook is where I spend my predominantly personal hours, because I talk to you guys on Facebook. You guys can see my feeds because we're all friends and stuff like that, and I belong to those 10 groups. My YouTube channel's been around since YouTube started. I have 374 subscribers now, which is not a lot, but I get to reply to every single person who posts a reply to my videos, and it hardly takes any time. It's just creating the videos. I used to back in the day, put lots of effort into it. Got 2 GoPro cameras, and then I put in the Sony Vegas Pro, and I edit them for an hour, and I changed the sound, and I said, screw it. Now I just put my phone on a tripod. I take a video and I directly upload it, no editing, and that's why you hear me going a lot. But creating the content for YouTube is just my crappy content. Watch it or don't, whatever. So I should put more effort into making videos to become more professional. And that's an idea. I just don't have the wherewithal. And as you say, there's time constraints there. But I find my YouTube videos completely public. So completely open to everybody. And if the somebody from Madagascar replies to my video, that's fantastic. So, but Facebook takes a little bit of time because I got like 100 members of my family on there that like their pictures and you got a cute little dog, whatever. Not a lot of Lego upkeep, except for when Jeff posts something or when you post something, but it's usually in one of those groups that we belong to, and that's the chat's there.
So from sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
No, you go.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just clearing my throat. That was
From my perspective, in terms of time dedicated to each media platform, to try to put it into like maybe a distance. So for Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, Flickr, Imager, all combined would probably be like from here to the outermost part of the Earth's atmosphere. But with YouTube, it would be like going out to Pluto. So the time that I spend on YouTube to make those videos, it's killer.
It's killer. When I used to do it, it's killer. It took me 10 times longer to edit a video than it did for me to create it. And I just I'm done with this. I don't care.
Well, and that's why I don't usually post on YouTube, because I like you guys, I have a channel on YouTube, but I get like 2 videos on there, because unlike Dave, I would like, I couldn't put out a video just like Dave,
just rambling on,
just recording and send it on YouTube. I have to edit it.
Hey, here's a video.
Put some music on there. Put a cover or something. Put an end with the credits, and see, because I'm that perfectionist in a way. So
when I do my layout videos, that's what I actually put the credits at the beginning, at the end. I actually put some effort into those, because those are, hey, I want people to appreciate, and like, but me yapping last night about sets 6810 through 6819, it's just me yapping and straight to the internet, and don't even bother editing it.
but here's the thing, Dave and David and Jeff, since you're back.
I technically was always here. I was just changing.
Yeah, I know. It's just that since they're both talking about how they would each approach YouTube, the funny thing about YouTube is it doesn't really matter how you approach YouTube. Most of the great YouTubers started out with a handheld camera and no script, nothing at all.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And just over the years, they've honed in their craft, they've polished their appearance, their videos, their editing, and now they're superstars. So, David, I'm a lot like you. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I knew right away that I wanted my videos to be something really good right out of the gate. And I watched a ton of people say, just get on YouTube. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't just get on YouTube, because I thought, if I just come out and just whatever, I'm going to go down first.
Yeah,
I'm going to start losing the viewers I don't even have before I actually have the viewers. But anyway, I made the decision. I went on with a bit of a show. I'm glad I did what I did, but that time, to find that time to make those videos, very difficult. Instagram, like the pictures that you see me post every day, literally to take the picture, to set up the scene, takes probably a minute and a half. I just put the things on my desk, find a few right angles, edit the pictures afterwards with a little color adjustment, and then throw it up with a nice description on Instagram. And it's like reactions. And that's cool, because you're getting people interacting. And exactly what Dave said, I don't have 1.5 million followers, so I'm actually able to reply to everybody. And
that's a huge thing.
It means more to me.
Yeah, it does.
So, Rick, do you have, like, when you said you take pictures on your desk type thing, do you have a little area that's always clear so you don't have like clutter in behind it?
Pretty much. If I don't, I literally just part like the Red Sea.
Yeah.
But you don't have a light box or anything.
What was this,
right?
Rick?
No light box. Here, I'll show you what I have. This is it.
There you go.
2 lights with tissue paper to diffuse the light a bit.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And you can literally see how the Legos pushed this way and just pushed that way. I just make the clearing here.
Yeah, okay.
And take the pictures.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll work a bit harder at it if I want the picture to be really dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go on Instagram later and you have a look at Thor's hammer, you'll notice that I put a little bit of I really played with the coloring to make the hammer look as though it was almost glowing or something, like
The sheen on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't just want it to be a basic picture. So I do make efforts, and I do really I'm proud of my Instagram account because I do put an effort into it, and slowly but surely it's becoming,
It's catching.
Exactly. But primarily the thing I like the most about it is the interaction with the people. If I didn't have the interaction, if it was just likes and nobody was commenting and I wasn't talking,
you wouldn't want to do it.
I would be like, oh, here we go again, but I've met so many people, you guys included, through these platforms. I mean, in January of last year, I was an observer. That's strictly what I was. I literally just watched YouTube. I did not engage. And I said, I'm going to engage. I'm going to get out there. And it's been like an explosion since. So to answer your question, David, definitely get on Instagram.
Yeah.
Put some posts out there. They don't have to be super polished. Just start getting that interaction, and you'll find that you'll really enjoy it. And you'll value the time that you've put into it. And you don't have to put a ton of time into it, but you'll really get the payback when you start to make the connections.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely where the Lego community is now.
Yep.
I mean, out of all the other, I mean, there are people on other platforms, but the bulk of the community is now on Instagram, doing their thing.
It's popping.
It's popping, yes, for sure. So yeah.
How about you, Jeff? Where do you go for your socials?
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really say much. Well, I did say here and there, but Flickr I used to use a lot. I have a pro subscription, so I kind of still keep it up every once in a while. And I can still upload from my phone from time to time, so I will do that once in a while. But I think I'm going to now do Flickr as my finished models only. When I'm doing designs or like I finish for a day, I throw that up on Instagram. And stuff like that. So that goes to Facebook as well. So I use Instagram, Facebook, Flickr. I have a Twitter account. I rarely use it. I think the most I've used it for the past 6 months was for the vaccine notifications.
Oh yeah.
Canadian Vaxxer group or whatever. And now once in a while I get a tweet appear on my screen and I'll read it. But I spend not a lot of time there. Definitely spend a lot of time on YouTube. I'll usually have a screen going when I'm not necessarily 100% having to concentrate on work, like during work hours or whatever. I'll have a feed going, but I've got a backlog of 55 videos right now on my watch later list. And there's no way I'm ever going to catch up on that. And then I'm looking at 3 videos from Dave right here for their 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 43 minutes.
Oh my Lord.
And they're at the top of my list. Well, that's the thing. I do want to watch them, Dave, because I want to support you, but there's just so many other things too.
There's a 2-minute video you can watch. There you go.
Yeah, and
but someone suggested that we should watch Dave's video, but
1.25 times the speed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I haven't really played with that
at
yet.
A faster speed without the sound.
I wonder if that takes more concentration though too. Right? For me, when I'm working and stuff, it's more the background noise.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm alone at home most of the time, so I don't have that background noise going like that we would have in an office. So for me, it's just like, oh, someone's talking about something I'm interested in.
Yep.
And I can tune in once in a while and go, okay, yeah, that's going on, and continue working.
I have done that so many times. Many times.
And it's just, it just makes things a little better, I guess. But
yep.
But yeah, for videos, the reason I went blank for a minute on my screen was I put on my OBS. So when I do videos, I'm mostly doing one takes unless I need to put some text on the screen. So like my new part videos, those ones, because I have text on the screen, I do have to do a bit of editing, but I have an Excel sheet. So what I do, when I get a Lego order in, I already have it entered in an Excel sheet, and I basically have all the text I need comes out in a section, and I just copy and paste it into the editor afterwards. But for making videos, I run OBS, so I can run the multiple screens.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So here's my build camera. Here's my camera. I can move things around. I can be over here. I can be over here. I can make myself sick. And then I also have the ability to share screens. That's not the right screen. There's my. Oh look. Here's Dave's. Where's Dave's? Oh here. Look. Dave's 3 videos. My right screen and left screen have somehow got switched. So I don't know how that happened. But anyways. So I mean I have my different screens going here as well. And I just haven't added in other screens, but it makes it easy when I'm doing a video. Like if I'm doing one of my building videos, right? I'll be talking on this camera, and then on the right screen, I will have my Flickr gallery of the photos, and then I can switch over to my build camera as well and have the building there. So I can do it all in basically one take. And by doing that, I just upload them. I don't really have to do a lot of work. I find sometimes it's more work just trying to fill in the sheet on YouTube to say, here's the information for my video, and doing the actual graphic image. Because I throw an image on. I know, Dave, you don't do that. It just randomly takes a part of your video. And that might be better, because I'm wondering if with my hold on, I'm just going to shared screen for me.
If you want more hits, if you want more click-throughs, you want a good thumbnail.
Yeah.
But that being said, like if I go to my channel, you want a good thumbnail. But like as far as I'm concerned, these thumbnails are not good thumbnails. Like doing the little color with an image, because I don't get a lot of people watching the videos. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if something like kind of what Dave has, where he's got the you know what I'm trying to say, where Dave's got
YouTube will just select a frame from the 5-minute mark to 10-minute mark, and you just pick one of them, or you just say whatever one it picks. I don't care.
Yeah.
so
but you can do the same thing, Jeff. You can look at your video and choose a moment where you think you're happy with that image, freeze it,
exactly. Yeah.
Throw it into a program called not a program, but an online service called Canva. Canva. It's totally free.
Yeah.
And you can make a thumbnail JPEG, add text, add whatever you want, colors and whatnot. Like quickly go to quickly share my channel if you want to see. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm only doing it to show you what. Let's go watch my videos. You know.
I have no problem with it, Rick.
Yeah.
Rick needs more view.
Yeah, that's right. So if you just scroll down the list there,
I'll get to actually your channel just to be safe.
Oh, there you go. And then if you want to maybe maximize and you can see
that is actually it's my lengthwise screen. That's why I just.
Oh, okay. So I've taken basically an image from within the video itself.
Yeah, which is actually a good idea.
Yeah, except for the Jurassic Park on the right. I actually posed for that picture.
Yeah.
Okay. I took the picture, but I posed for it.
Yeah. And what was that app called?
Canva, Canva.
Huh.
I learned about that after watching a YouTuber talking about how to make great JPEGs and suggesting this website. So I've used it. You just sign up, like you just create an account, and then you take the image that you've frozen. It's totally free if you want to just get the basic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
and you can. It's limited. Like you're not going to get all the bells and whistles, but you get enough. I mean, I did what I did with it. So
yeah. So I mean, I use. I've been using GIMP. Sorry.
GIMP. I use GIMP a lot.
Have a good night, Mr. Blue.
Program.
Take care.
Take care, Blue.
I haven't really been watching the chat, which is a great program, but I mean, it's a high end. It's basically it works. It's kind of like an Adobe Acrobat type free software.
Illustrator.
I mean, like I was just noticing as we're talking, I'm looking at the Canadian brick builders at the top, and I'm like, oh, I should put a black background around that because that will make it pop a little bit better. But to do that, it's a little bit extra work. Like it's a lot of work to do it in GIMP, but it's something I like to do, but at the same time, a little bit of effort, I guess. I don't know. So I mean, I might try this out and see how it goes. So
yeah, give it a try. It's fun. I enjoy it. I am also going to need to get going in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's 11.
We're just hitting the 2 o'clock or the 2 hour mark. So we went from like an hour usually to like 2 hours regularly.
I know.
So it's great. I mean, I love the chat and stuff. It's just I know some people, we're fairly late at night. So I don't know. Maybe we need to. Well, I don't want to move it up because other people have streams before us. So I don't know.
See what happens.
Yeah. So.
Well, not only that, but viewership went into the negative numbers. We had -3 people watching. So
we were still positive 3. We got up to 9 earlier. We were at 9 at one point.
But everybody's gone to bed now, so
yeah, and I totally get it, and or work in my sister's case. So why don't we end the broadcast here?
Okay.
Thanks for coming out and watching us.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Take care.
Learn something because that's what we're trying to do too, is to educate. I mean, I learned stuff, Canva and stuff. So
Yeah, it was actually good.
Yeah.
it was
I learned a
actually
lot.
good. Thanks, Dave.
This
It
one was actually
good.
good.
It was actually
It was
good.
actually
The
Well,
rest of it,
it's better than the last episode you had. That was crap.
the last one was good. I enjoyed it. I had to do nothing other than.
Oh wait, I ran that episode. That's why it was crap. Got it.
So yeah,
No, it was a
That's
great
fine.
episode. Great episode.
we'll end it here, and we'll see you guys next time.